Okay, welcome to this biochar training, 2 days training. So this biochar, if you see this particular picture, this is a traditional artisan method. Like this, globally everywhere, all over the world, even some of the good quality charcoal, what we say, charcoal production is done with this kind of kilns, KILNS. Retort is a more sophisticated thing where we get bio oil, syngas, vinegar, like that, many other things also. But here only the purpose is production of charcoal. Charcoal is a common term. Within that, say if you are producing charcoal from around 350 degrees to 450, 500 degrees, then nowadays we are calling charcoal. Earlier we are calling everything as charcoal because there was only one term, coal, charcoal. Coal means that comes from the ground, that is fossil. Fossil means it happened some millions of years back under pressure and some temperature, not too much also. Okay. So, that is very hard, that is heavy, it has more volatiles, that we are not talking. We are talking only charcoal, which is produced under normal atmospheric conditions on the ground, which is produced from the wood or any biomass, what we call. So, usually wood is used in biochar productions. So, this is one such example I am showing as a picture. So, these kilns they say are less polluting, and even pollution control board is allowing people to produce in them. And each kiln operates for a period of 7 to 10 days minimum, because they have to load it, they have to burn it, or what we call pyrolysis, then they have to harvest it once it is cool. So, total number of days taken for these kind of kilns. So, you can imagine a person height will be this much. So, this is around 12 feet, this height, and radius is also around 12 feet. Okay. But if we compare the same thing with this one, it is maybe around 15 feet and above, this heap. This is a huge one actually. This one takes around 3 months. That is called earth mound, because there is no brickwork here. They are directly making a heap and then they put some leaves or grass and then they put soil, cover it, then they light from the top, and slowly the whole thing getting converted into charcoal takes up to 3 months or even more. Okay. So, one thumb rule is, the slower the process of making charcoal, the heavier it is, because charcoal is sold by kgs. Second thing is, the slower the process, combustion value is good, not on the sense of calories and other, that overall combustion value, because your volatiles will also burn. Some volatiles are left in the charcoal, because any piece of charcoal, there will be 4 things only in it. One is carbon. Carbon means the black color thing is carbon. Ash. Volatile matter. Volatile matter means whenever we heat something, which moves away, that is volatile. Moisture. Moisture is usually after 100 degrees, it will slowly evaporate. Volatile, some volatile they require higher temperature. Some volatiles even at 60, 70 also they evaporate. See, if you have your scent bottle, if you keep in the sun, all your scent will disappear. Petrol also volatiles directly. So, volatiles can be different range. So, to have pure C, we expel all the things or we reduce the ash That's all. We want more C to remain. We want HO, impurities, sulfur, nitrogen, phosphorus. Many things will be there in the biomass. Their internal part. Of course, some minerals will be there which may not go. Like some silica will be there. Even silica rich biomass, if we char it, when you put in your mouth, you can still feel that silica. Yeah. So like that, some salts will also remain. Potassium, phosphorus, many things can remain part of that. So in any production of charcoal, usually in our cook stove also, if you see, all the elements that I said, they can be, we can see. See here, this corn cobs. Corn cobs means the corn, when we remove the seed, inside there will be a khande, what we say, something like. So that thing, if you are burning, this is an example only. So already you can see the black color. This is nothing but your charcoal. But you can see white color. It is nothing but it is turning into ash, means you are combusting more. In a complete combustion, the ultimate product is only ash. Ash has many other things like phosphorus, potassium, minerals, many things it will have. But ash is ultimate. The end of charcoal is, so this white color thing can have volatiles, combustible gases. If they are escaping, that is nothing but smoke. Otherwise, technically, it can have moisture also. Got it? It can have two things. See, I will tell, you are going to same petrol pump, I am going to same petrol pump. Mine is a very old vehicle and yours is a very new vehicle, motorcycle. And your motorcycle gives 80 kilometers per liter. My vehicle is like Bajaj Chatak, it gives only 30 or something like that. We both are driving on the road. The traffic police caught one of us telling that your vehicle is polluting. Do you blame the petrol? Petrol is same. It means the smoke that is coming out is nothing but your petrol only. Your petrol escaping before it combusts. So you always think whenever there is smoke, it means your combustion process is not perfect. Otherwise there is no smoke. You got it? If you have combusted everything, there is no smoke. Of course, moisture is a different thing. Moisture is a negative thing. So leave alone moisture. Moisture nobody will call is harmful. Because all our rain comes from moisture only. Nobody will blame the cloud. Cloud is also white, your smoke is also white. But you can't blame the cloud, no? So that's okay. Are you getting? So it means incomplete combustion only will emit more smoke. Smoke can have soot. Soot means black color thing. Smoke can have all these volatiles which can be combusted. Most of them. Remember, smokeless we say. We can create. So, but nobody is trying smokeless incense sticks. Is there anything like smokeless cigarette? Is there anybody trying like that?
Smokeless cigarette not nice.
Ultimately, something should go into your this thing lungs. Then only you are feeling. Otherwise, there is nothing.
If there is nothing coming out, they are not enjoying.
Yeah. See this, anyhow, this fire and all that, forest fire too, every fire, globally this happens. Recently the Los Angeles fire, one of the biggest thing happened. So this I told already, what are the things. Of course, torrefied wood. Torrefied wood means you imagine when you are making a roti, when the women are making no flat, see the color of that thing. After making roti, see the color. Which one is browner? After making roti, it is brown, no? So, roti also you just cook once and then keep it. You cook harder, it becomes stiff, it becomes more brown. It is not soft also. You keep that roti and you keep the dough. Dough means whatever you made here, that roti. Of the three, which one will decompose first? First is dough.
Dough will decompose.
Second one will come decompose later. The third one, which is very tough, I mean say crispy, that will last longer, like your biscuit. Biscuit is nothing but your dough only. Why biscuit is longer?
Moisture.
Like your toast. There are two types of breads. One is soft bread. Toast also we get. Britannia toast and a chai. Which one, if I keep a bread piece here, if I keep a toast piece here, which one will decompose first?
Bread will.
Got it? Torrefication is same thing. You heat any biomass to a particular temperature, so your storability is more. It will not be infested by termites. It will have a higher calorific value because there is no moisture, you can burn it easily. So, this is also one business thing, that's why I am telling.
This, you said that biochar or charcoal absorbs moisture over time. Does this torrefied wood also absorb moisture?
No, that doesn't absorb. That is why increase the storability, they make it like that. Very simple, I am telling now. I kept my bread piece here. I kept my toast here. So, if there is, it is raining heavily, which one will absorb more moisture and get fungus and everything first? Wet one, no? Like that. Are you getting? A roti you can make, so torrefied wood is more storable, lighter. It already expelled the moisture and volatiles also, and its calorific value is higher. So, they are torrefying and selling to industries. Let us say the case of yours, sir, from Tuticorin. You can have one chipping machine in your area. You don't do charcoal also. Chipping machine you have in your area, just chip the biomass, and I have a dryer. The dryer can go up to 300, 400 degrees temperature. Dryers we can have, that rotating dryers. Put all the chips in that and sell it. That also gives you value. Even if you sell the chips as it is also, you will get value. Then doing the biochar, because your markets are many, right from briquetting, pelleting, huge markets are there, no? If you think that is easy method and you can earn more, same day, no, you need not invest in energy, nothing. That is a tractor mounted machine will be there and that will fall in the trolley directly. Just people are cutting and feeding this machine. You don't require diesel or, because same tractor power you are using for this chipper. Okay, and you are putting everything, that chips are falling in the trolley. At the end, you are attaching this chipping machine and the trolley, and with the same tractor, you are going and selling same day. Yeah. So, these are the new opportunities that are there in our industry. Not just thinking about biochar alone, but charcoal is another thing, torrefied is another thing, chipping is there, briquetting, pelleting, all are integrated. See, you want to do good things, but in between, you want to survive. So, you do the good things as well as survive. So, when you have some revenue from here, you can add value to those things. See, somebody will sell only milk, somebody will sell kova. The guy who sells kova, storability is more. Are you getting? Then his earning is also relatively better. But milk goes regularly, that's a different thing. But you have options, I am telling. So you can choose whatever is best suitable for your area. Never think one business and don't get stuck up. Yeah.
What you meant by tarification is nothing but treating biomass at below 300
250 degrees. Yeah, 300,
below
250.
around 450, 600, it will go to
By
biomass.
now, color will change.
Okay.
Color will change. It will become dark. Till that temperature, it is brownish or dark brownish. Are you getting? Once it is black, you will sell as biochar or charcoal. See, people, even by color also, they will distinguish. Yeah. So biochar is not new. Actually, means originally it is right from the civilization times. Whenever even a forest burning, also lots of charcoal pieces will be there, even if it is open burning, not by intention, because everywhere equal oxygen will not come for it to completely combust. So some will be half burned, less burned, more burned, completely combusted. So all situations are there in a open burning also. Okay. So this biochar is a contemporary term, and here usually for environmental and agricultural benefits we are using this term. Mostly when we apply biochar for environmental agriculture, we are using that term mostly. Okay. If you are burning it, you don't call, like barbecue charcoal, you will never call biochar, because you are burning immediately. The value of biochar is nothing but your ash ultimately there. Of course, heat is there and your cooking is done, that's a different thing, but 100 years it is not being stored. So in the climate change context also, we speak more biochar as a mitigation, because we are reducing greenhouse gases. Carbon in the form of charcoal getting stored for 100 to 1000 years and putting in the soil is a long term benefit for the environment. So that way biochar is value. So biochar usage everywhere it is there, wherever people had been there, civilizations had been there. So this Amazon dark earth, that is one area. So in Amazon rainforest, some questions you can ask a detailed question at the end. It will be easy, but anything quickly to related, then I can answer immediately. What happens is, if you ask one question also, I'll go more deeper somewhere, and coming back to this, I'll be that continuity will be lost. So at the end, you can ask after this one slide presentation something. It will be easy. So indigenous communities in Amazon rainforest, what they created is terra preta. Okay. Terra means earth, preta means that is darker or black. This is the Portuguese term. And these are rich soils with biochar. So intentional biochar incorporation led to nutrient rich, highly productive agricultural areas. Intentional biochar incorporation. See, this was not by accident, because yesterday also, or last 4 days, I was in Coorg area. What I learned is, there they have integrated this cultivation. They have multi-tier systems. They have big trees, they have even pepper vines, and they have shrubs, all plants, coffee plantation, everything. Soil organic carbon is also above 1.5, 2 also, soil organic carbon. We should be very happy, no? But rainfall is very high, 130 centimeters and above annual rainfall. So most of the soils are acidic. 5.5 is the pH. In India, we have more problematic soil where the pH is very high, alkaline. Here acidic soil people are also not happy. Why? Because the acidic soil, all the nutrients, they are getting leached with the water. They are not being held by the soil to give to the plant. So whatever fertilizer they are applying, they are not effective. So biochar having a high pH, say around 9.5 or above 9, and with this kind of 5.5 pH soils, that's a perfect combination. You need not do anything, you need not pre-treat also. Whereas in other semi-arid areas where we have alkaline soils, we have to be very cautious when we are applying biochar, because alkaline plus alkaline is more alkaline. But here acid plus alkaline is neutral. That's good, no? So for them, they have the advantage. Like that, in the same Amazon rainforest, this is also high rainfall area. So many civilizations existed, but they always knew that whatever nutrition is there, it is just going away. So from their cultural practices or from their cook stoves, they generated some biochar and they started applying. So much they applied in the civilization, there is no written history of that area even now, remember. Before Spanish and Portuguese came, there were so many villages and beautiful communities and civilizations existed. How they survived is, today we see the history. Through satellite imageries also we can make out. They say as big as the size of France. They have created islands of these dark earth. And these are not naturally created, because if we see the profile, we get pottery shots also. Pottery means human settlement. That's an evidence that it is not naturally happened by forest fire. And even now, that soil is being sold like gold, because it is carbon rich, it is nutrient rich, and it has all the soil life. Perfect soil, even now. So that is one realization people had. Similarly, in India also we have. It doesn't mean that only Amazon forests, there the farmers are intelligent. Even in our agriculture fields, randomly you go to any field, you will find pieces of charcoal. They came, like yesterday there was Holi. Day before Holi, there is a huge bonfire in every village. Their charcoal is created by default. Some is converted into ash, okay. Sankranti, we have fire. Again, some charcoal is created, some ashes. Ashes also having good value, remember. Vibhuti, what we call, even spiritually also, people they smear it. It is good for your skin, it is good for health, even if they take a little bit. Yeah, it is mineral rich. It will cure, even your acidity will go. Once acidity goes, and if you have minerals, that is nothing but your multivitamin tablet. So that's why some Babas were giving, they are putting some and giving us, eat it. So that way, culturally also, even within India, we have umpteen examples right from the remotest corners to all civilizations that existed here, and till recently it was part of our life. Till our LPG came. People had cook stoves, biomass. Even now we have cook stoves, remember, not that we don't have in villages. But dependency has come down. It doesn't mean that I don't want to cut forests and everybody have again cook stoves, let us start cooking and create more biochar. No way. In the history that was there, that's perfect. Now culturally those things are not existing. In any village, if I used to go to a village, on the roadsides, along the roadsides, entry to the village, every family had one pit on either side of the road, one pit. So there they used to bring all their farm-made manure and they used to put. And the kitchen waste also. Kitchen waste means your charcoal. Your ash, charcoal or leftover food, everything should enter there, including your cow dung, cow urine, including broken pots, even the leftover bones, pieces of bones or bangles, bottles, what not. Rural trash was nothing but gold. Now our trash is, we have to pay money to dispose. Otherwise, the same thing they have just used for in the soil, and they never buy for fertilizers. They were there practice. That's why even now you go randomly and see any old field, you'll find some charcoal pieces just here and there such. Or some fire might have happened in your field. Or maybe some great grandfather was cremated in your field. See, like now Vaikunta Dhamam, those Dhamams are not there earlier. If anybody died, they would have happily burned their own people in their field, or they would have buried the person in their own field. Now with real estate, nobody is willing to burn or bury. They'll tell who will buy my. See, your grandfather never sold that land. At least you have that land. And you are still worried who will buy this land. You are not here to cultivate or create value from the land. By selling land, you are thinking you are creating value. So our generation has changed. Selling Mother Earth. Selling Mother. I should not comment too extreme, but we have lost that contact between soil and our way of life. Yeah. Now, if somebody says, I will throw all my household trash in your field, would you agree? See, there is a saying, the field which is close to village always yielded bumper crop, traditionally. Why? Every guy used to see a bush around that field and did his good things. Urine is urea. So that's why the field near the village always had the bumper crop, it seems. Fertilized by people. Now, all our thing goes into this our drainage, from drainage to river, from river we get water for drinking, you treat it and drink it, or it will go directly into the air. Gone. There is no relationship between our existence and our soil. I am not insisting, otherwise government will tell who are you. When we are creating toilets, we are asking them to go and make fields fertile. So I am not telling don't lose your honor, but at the same time remember what is your connection. Plants don't feel bad for what you do, remember. They always will be blessing you, because what they give you, they are returning, we are returning in the other form what they can take. See, if they are giving oxygen, if you are giving oxygen, that will definitely curse you. If you give CO2, plant will be happy. You are getting logic. That is the cycle of nature. Those cycles are broken now. So in Amazon, dark earth, or in Indian civilization, or any civilization, right from Angkor Wat or Indonesian, Mayan, Aztec civilization, Egyptian civilization, or Chinese civilization, you take global any civilization, Viking civilization, biochar was part of their life. Okay, agreed? See, terra preta, as I said, it is a Portuguese term, and dark earth, you can see the cross sections also. And this charcoal is widely being used as a fuel, because coal mines were not discovered earlier. About 300 years before, coal mines were not many. Use of coal was not there much. They always cut some trees, convert into charcoal, and use that charcoal even for industries. That was there. After discovering coal, like why Britain become so superpower? Because of coal only. Coal and their industries are related, including railways. Railways and coal is related.
Cheaper energy.
Cheaper and fossil fuel. You are just digging from millions of years old, it is there, and you are just digging and using. You are not spending anything. So that was there. So it was used as a fuel, heating, cooking, and industrial processes also. Okay. So iron and steel industry, production, blacksmithing, glass making were not high temperature, because it yields, the calories is very high. Okay. And smelting, forging. So this use of charcoal contributed to deforestation and environmental degradation. So The charcoal, even now it is used in metallurgy. Steel industry, it is used as coking coal. Especially Prosopis juliflora coal, it goes to many steel industries. Even now. Charcoal only.
Only charcoal, not coal.
Coal, both are same applications. I am telling, earlier we were using charcoal.
Now it is called as coking.
No, 300 years before charcoal was there. Then coal came. What I said is, with industrial revolution, all that, coal usage came. Now coal is over almost all in some countries. It's over. That emitted so much gases, already global warming, climate change, everything is seen. In India, our coal will end by 2070. That's why Indian government said we will be good people
by 250.
No, 2070 only. People don't leave the last drop also, remember. After finishing the last drop, they will tell, I am good man, I will not take any more. So, so we are waiting for the last drop. So let the whole world sink, we don't have issues. Because our economy is important. Yes, for many countries, poor countries, they say, there is an argument. I am not against. The argument is, we have not even started using such energy sources, let's say African countries, many countries which are still poor. We have not even started our industrial movement, we have not even used our energy. And all these years you become supreme, superpower, super rich, and now you are telling stop using. That's why all other developing countries are underdeveloped. What they say is, let us also, we also have the right, let the whole world burn, no issue. Global warming, I don't care. I will extract my oil, I will extract my coal, I will start using all of them, we will also become rich, we will become happy. Then like you people, we will also stop when it is over. By that time, the global story of everybody is ending. Every year, the global warming, the disasters that are happening, the health related issues that are happening, the water crisis that are happening, the soil crisis, agriculture, because crop yield will also come down with increased temperature. People will just die with this sunstroke. Yeah, these things are happening already. You know that what is the impact. So this argument is going on in between our big brother. Who is our big brother?
America.
Yeah. So our big brother said one word recently. So drill by drill, more petrol let us take and let us make America great again. America is already great. Who says it is not great? Otherwise, why so many people are going to America? We are not denying the fact, but they said our economy should not go down. So we don't care UN or UN organizations also. WHO, we don't even care anything. We are coming out of WHO. And we will not compensate the developing countries, underdeveloped countries in mitigating the climate change. Means to reduce these emissions, we will not pay anything to the other countries. So, if the people with highest knowledge on climate change, the people with so much consciousness on climate change, and it's a global community, America is not a local community like us. Means people born here and they are coming from all over the world, no people. So if they themselves deny the climate change thing or don't follow what they need to do, then what about other countries? So this is a very big challenge now for all of us. Of course, the carbon credits issue, that thing which we had till recently, very good carbon credit value. When America like country, they say forget. Even those who are paying that much also, if they'll say no, we will not pay this many dollars, that will happen. That will happen, no? So then it will impact even whatever biochar that we are applying, this kind of projects will also be impacted. At least they said for 1 ton 100 USD. Thumb rule I am telling, not exact the current rule. What is the current rate now?
30 rupees per kg.
Oh, it has increased.
Before this whole US thing happened.
How much it was earlier before US thing?
To be honest, I'm not sure. I actually don't know. I heard this number. Like, Areva, but then
Before US thing, 30 rupees per kg.
30 rupees per kg something.
It's okay. He doesn't want to commit because he is working somewhere. So it's okay. Whatever I said is it will be 100 USD per ton means for every kg of charcoal you have to add twice. So even if it is say 80 rupees, 8 rupees a kg, double that amount is 16 rupees a kg. So that was the minimum they were paying, because many other people in between will also have some commission in the process. Okay. So that was the value. So this value who will pay? If every country says we also don't care, if America doesn't care, we also don't care. So our whole mitigation efforts will be delayed. I am telling. These are voluntary carbon credits, good. Very happy. But now Indian government also started this carbon market, and they are having standards. So very soon, by the mid of this year, we will have carbon markets emerging in India also, because we are also accountable to submit our own emission reductions to the UN. But one big thing will come, if we are exporting our credits to some developed country, then we are getting more value. But if we are using domestically, the value that Indian industries or government pays will be low. So then again, this if margin is low, people will be discouraged. So how government will protect anybody's interest in exporting or trading within India? This is a very big question. I don't know now the answer. If government is very strict and telling that no, whatever thing happens in India, we'll keep to ourselves and we'll claim as our achievement. Okay. Are you getting this thing, which is very critical? Without this carbon credit market, we are not discussing here, much of the people. Many people come for the training, or many very big companies are also attending these trainings, or so much investments are happening. The people who have never left their AC rooms in their life, they are working in the sun at the temperature of 45. For what they are burning themselves?
Carbon credit.
Money. money, honey, whatever you tell. So ultimately money is making them to get out into the field and burn themselves. Okay. Without this thing also we worked. When we worked, there was nothing like this much. But we worked because good values are there. But now these additional values are there, you have to work even better. If your father is telling, I'll buy you a cycle, then you get first class, you will study more, no? Like that. These incentives are additional. So that is the advantage. So this charcoal use in 20th century, as I said, coal, oil, many things came in the existence, fossil fuels, along with so the charcoal use has reduced because other uses have come. They are not much dependent on in the 20th century, means last century. Okay. So then other new uses are also coming, actually activated carbon, these things also they identified, and metallurgical industries, so absorption, medical treatments, or air purification, gas purification, like many things they realized in the last century only. And briquettes also, barbecue. We have one nation called, what is that nation? Yeah. So charcoal in the 21st century as biochar. This is a new avatar. See, why God has taken so many avatars? Whenever the whole world is sinking, there is an avatar of God to
To restore
restore peace, normalcy, dushta shikshana, shishta rakshana, whatnot. So all these things God has been doing. So the God of 21st century is
biochar.
बोलो बायोचार की
Jai.
रियल सर आई एम नॉट बोलो ना जोर से बायोचार की if you don't tell by tomorrow evening you will tell. Okay, so this this 21st century we identified many things, applications especially for the soil, that is very very important, and also not water, air, climate change mitigation. We have all the things inbuilt into this thing. See, water is the very big thing globally even now. More people lose, more people would die by water even now. See, every household, see, I never imagined as a child buying water. It was never there even in my brain. Today, people will buy 10 rupee chai, 20 rupee water. They are happily buying. Even idli is 30 rupee plate, 20 rupee water bottle. They don't want to risk. So water has become so a commodity now. Pricing water, even about 20 years back, some people said pricing water. I was having very big doubt. Any village guy will ask to another household, give me some water. Even in the farmlands where I was there, the shepherds and others, in the afternoon they used to come source some water. Any water you give, they were drinking. Now even if you call them and give water, they will not drink. They say, I have my water. My water bottle is there. So there also we are treating. And this reduced fertilizer runoff, mitigate greenhouse gas emissions, improve crop productivity, ultimate soil fertility, whatnot. So environmental remediations we are doing, ultimately climate change mitigation, and biochar from plants means it is a renewable source, because when you apply to soil, more plants are growing, or the plant height or growth rate, everything is fast. So it means more you are generating. It's a very positive loop, no? So that is happening here. So much research is going on. So biochar term is also, remember, that's why if you ask your grandfather or your professor, he will never tell what is biochar, because when they studied, the term itself was not there. This is only 15-20 years only. Since then, to say precisely, in Google Trends you can see 2007 onwards you can see biochar. Even when I started, if you see my first blogs, they are called Terra Preta. Terra Preta Rooftop Experiments, my blog names. Or I have written something called charcoal or something. The jargon I used. So by 2010, some popularity came. And now we are calling biochar. So to demystify, see, otherwise what you used to call is charcoal only. That's what I am telling. So superset you remember. I will tell 3 things to identify biochar. That is, only the people who are producing, they will know. So around 450 degrees or less than 500 degrees, if you are producing charcoal, that called charcoal only. Okay, that has its own value. Even for purification, it has some value. In the traditional water filters, we are applying charcoal only. You put some sand, you put some gravel, you put some charcoal pieces, and your filter is ready. We are telling, no, we can use, no problem. Then if your temperature is say around 550, 600, something like that, around that range, that is usually biochar, or maybe 650, because exactly we cannot produce, or you call above 500, because range will go up down like that. So nowhere we can fix, but average will be around 550, 600, something you say, that has very high quality for application to soil. It means you can burn it also, remember. You can burn it, you can make your barbecue out of that. it has very good fixed carbon, less ash, all values are there. But when you apply to soil, it will benefit more to the soil because its porosity, because of its surface area, its absorption capacity, nutrient retention capacity, its long life also, H by C ratio we call. There it can go up to 100 to 1000 years, it can remain. If it is charcoal, it won't remain so many years, remember. If it is produced less than 500 degrees, something like that, it may be around 100 maybe I will say. Up to 1000, I don't know. Years. Will it remain up to 1000? If I keep 1 kg of biochar here, 1 kg will remain up to 100 years and 1000 years. If I come after 100 years also, that 1 kg is there if it is biochar. Whereas charcoal which is produced at low temperature, maybe 70% is there, 30% gone. If I put a leaf here, how many months it will be there?
Less than a month.
Maybe 1 year. Not blown by wind, that is a different thing, but ultimately in the soil I am telling. Because when you apply your compost, that fertility is an indicator. So usually 1 year, 2 years it will last. After that all your organic compost and other thing, it won't be there. Even leaf mulch, anything if you are adding, it won't be there. It will slowly disappear. Are you getting? Humic acid is different. Humic acid is something which cannot be further synthesized. So that can live longer maybe. Here is a humic acid, but anyhow that is negative for the soil. If you have more humic acid, it is not going to benefit the plants. Okay.
Will it harm, sir?
No, humic acid is necessary. That's very fundamental to dissolve and give. Like in your stomach, acid is there or not? Why? Whatever food you are having, that some digestion should happen. So when some acid is there, digestion will happen. Then yeah, like that only. Some acid is okay, but too much of that thing will not help. Because whatever is dissolved with rainwater, it will move away instead of going to the plant. Remaining there is okay, but the problem is rain. In high rainfall area only, you will have more humic acid logically, because there is more biomass, more rotting, more soil organic carbon. Like
is soil organic carbon and humic acid same or different?
soil organic carbon is broader thing. Within that, humic acid is one part. It need not be same quantity yielded from everything. Yeah, see, if you are
Soil
eating,
organic carbon is different and biochar carbon is different.
yeah, these two are very, very important for everybody to remember. Anyway, I will tell those things, but you asked, I am telling. See, you have fixed deposit. Fixed deposit means it is not current account or savings account. You can just take and take and put. Fixed means this carbon is fixed for 100 years. This carbon cannot become food. Even if you eat a charcoal piece, you cannot digest anything. It should come out. So microbes will also not eat. They can break it, but they cannot eat it. Are you getting? Whereas your soil organic carbon is nothing but like your food. See, I can make a leaf plate. Simple, I am telling. Leaf plate means from this leaf plates I can make a leaf plate. I can put food. You are eating food and also leaf plate or only food?
Only food.
Why you are not eating leaf plate also?
I don't get anything from it.
No, you will get. But
Nothing.
if I am a goat, I will eat the leaf plate also.
For it can digest.
Yeah, that's the problem. So, because leaf plate also I can eat, but digestion is very difficult for me. So, I am not eating. Got it? When I make a plate of biochar, I can make a plate of biochar and then I am putting food. I can eat food. Even if I eat biochar, nothing will happen. So, I will leave it. Are you getting? So, fixed carbon is like that. your organic carbon is like your food. Got it?
Yes.
This is required for microbes to live. Soil organic carbon is required for microbes to live. Like you have a beautiful house and it is made up of calcium carbonate. Means
Sunnam.
sunnam or even your cement also has
Yes.
similar things. Okay? If you are very hungry, you will eat this carbonates or that carbonate. Your rice is also having carbonates. You cannot scratch your walls and eat, no. So that way, that is long term, this is, so both are different. Testing is different, remember, that's why it is different. I cannot have same testing method for both. In the soil, if I need to identify how much is the fixed carbon, I should go for some other testing. Soil organic carbon is a different testing. Okay. So this also you have to remember a lot. What we will do is, I will demonstrate some things for you, biochar and all that. Some of the things while discussing during our sessions, demonstrations, I might have covered the slides also. Certain things like in the morning I was telling about pyrolysis units, why we should have, what kind of pyrolysis units are preferred. I was telling, no, how to, testing also I was telling a little bit. How to test, then you have to adopt. So some of the presentations where I will be touching, those things I will be telling while doing also. Okay. So now instead of getting bored by this classroom kind of lectures, you will go there and you will have some biochar prepared now. Okay. So we have the tiffin box.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
I'll be there.
So you said that alkaline plus alkaline is more alkaline. Yes.
Not more alkaline plus alkaline only. See, if you have 9.5 alkaline, you have 8.5 alkaline. If I mix both alkalines, it will be 9, for example. Means alkaline plus alkaline is alkaline. Got it? Whereas alkaline plus acid is at least neutral we can come. Yeah.
అదే మాది ఆల్కలైన్ ఉంది వాటర్ అని చెప్పాను.
That is the problem. See, your biochar is alkaline, your water is alkaline, and you are embedding that alkalinity in your biochar. That's why it is more alkaline. Embedding means by nature the.
అంటే ఇప్పుడు మనం దాంట్లోకి బ్యాక్టీరియా అవి చూపించి వాటర్ ఇచ్చినా కూడా సేమ్ అదే పరిస్థితి ఉంటుంది సార్.
See, this is a good thing. I will tell you with examples only. I will tell so that you will not forget. In a cinema theater, if there are some youth from a college, they have entered. They want to enjoy the songs, they want to enjoy the fighting and everything. And you as a family went to the same theater. Once all the youth are sitting in it, you will not get the peace. See, if something enters, bad thing also enters even before good thing enters, it will be bad only. Are you getting? See, if your this thing is sweating already, means all your smell is there, sweat smell. Over that, even if you are putting perfume, it will not hold. But even before sweat takes over, if you put perfume, if it is already occupying, that sweat will not occupy that much space. Are you getting logically?
That's what I am asking, sir.
So you do always inoculation when we do. If you are doing with good things, that's why I said don't put anaerobic into aerobic. Like anaerobic, your Jivamrutam and all that are there, no, something like that. Don't put directly, you make it aerobic and then put.
జీవామృతం anaerobic, sir.
See, very simple thing, your nose is there, no? Your nose, if I tie Jivamrutam here as a mask,
కట్టుకోలేము.
and I will ask you to, because you like Jivamrutam, no? Jeev and Amrut. What else you want?
Okay.
I'll tell you, live 100 years, just every day tie some Jivamrut here and then you will be happy. See, half an hour also you cannot smell same thing. God has given a sense of aerobic and anaerobic. All anaerobic things will cause ill health. Are you getting? You will be ill health only. So, these anaerobic things will have more pathogens. The pathogens will cause disease. Then why we are doing all this means that is your madness. I don't know why. See, the problem is there are ways of doing things. If I need to do aerobic thing, I require more air. Air means area also. If I spread, then aerobic. Remember.
Surface area increases.
Your septic tank, how it will be? It will be like well like. But if I spread every day my septic tank thing in an area, very soon it will be aerobic. All that smell will go. It will dry like cake and then it is okay. Are you getting? So these things you have to understand, fundamental things. So anaerobic, your soil smells better or your any this kind of anaerobic things smell better? Tell me. I give you beautiful soil.
Soil better, sun is better.
Now you tell me the final story. If I have put anaerobic thing in the soil, my soil also should smell the same if I had the same bacteria. Are you getting, sir? It means the bacteria which was introduced through anaerobic method, they died. They are no more there. They are taken over. They died, then aerobic things occupied. But when you are putting in biochar already, come brother, anaerobic, you are putting, when they will die? There is moisture, there is some this thing, anaerobic areas to sit. They will sit happily and they start emitting. And more pathogens they will draw in.
So for inoculating biochar, we shouldn't use this.
No, you can use, first you aerate. See, drinking curd is healthy or drinking that lassi? Which is healthy?
Maybe
What is lassi? Lassi, buttermilk is better or?
buttermilk is better.
Tell me.
Buttermilk is
Even when people apply to field, they apply curd or buttermilk?
buttermilk.
Got it. When you do churning, is it aeration or not?
Aeration.
In buttermilk, we churn. Means you are putting air. You got the now formula? So even in anaerobic, if it is done like curd, you give aeration. You churn it or you put air in it. Few days, then you apply. Are you getting? These are simple thumb rules. These are some common sense rules. See, everything on this earth we cannot do aerobic way, decomposition. See, you want to degrade something. If you have less area, you go for anaerobic things. If you have more area, you go for aerobic things. Simple logic, no sir. Area is more required for aerobic. What happens in traditional compost is, it is aerobic finally. Why? In traditional compost, you are putting layer by layer. If you are putting everything in one day, it is anaerobic. Let us say 6-7 months in the village. Today I got some cow dung. Today I got some urine, some straw I got, some biochar I got. So whatever I put, it's only a layer and it is exposed.
అది కరెక్టే కానీ పాత దిబ్బల్లో తీసేటప్పుడు వేడి ఇది ఉండి
వేడి అందుకే వస్తుంది. రిమెంబర్ ఓన్లీ ఏరోబిక్ కంపోస్టింగ్ మెథడ్స్ విల్ yield more heat.
ఓకే.
Whenever there is oxidation process, there only heat is generated more. Anaerobic things don't yield heat. Got it? Some heat might be there, but that is not as much as in aerobic. In aerobic things, more heat is generated. You got it? There also, for temperatures also, different bacteria are there again. High temperature bacteria is there, medium temperature, and then normal temperature bacteria in aerobic. All three are important sometimes. Okay. So, okay, we'll go there, sir. We'll do some experiments and come back. So, this is done. Okay, I am putting all types now. Okay, this is a proper retort. Why means I am closing. Completely I am closing. This is the easiest demonstration even for you to check any biomass to convert into biochar or even activated carbon level we can take. Quick method. So we have put here, इधर आओ बैक मत दिखाओ कभी भी, ठीक है ना. So this also, this is having cellulose, lignin is low. We can try. No, we need a mirror, sir. Then only can clean. Otherwise, wash your face. Okay, sir. This is filled, ready. So another method is rice cooker. This one. What you are filling?
Right now, leaves, dried leaves. So far,
Anything you fill top.
we'll use these sticks.
Don't use sticks, sir. It will take more time. Leaves only you put.
More leaves.
చొప్పదంటూ కూడా చేయొచ్చు సార్.
చేయొచ్చు అన్నీ అయితే. సెల్యులోజ్ కూడా అవుతుంది. But quality of charcoal won't be high. Like SAR is making activated carbon, no? This grade is not activated. Okay.
మన పామ్ ఆయిల్ ఫ్యాక్టరీలో పామ్ ఆయిల్
No. Those things are low grade mostly. Shell may be something, but people say prawns. See, whenever we put biomass for feeding, we can height lo undale. Two bricks would behind. See, here when primary is coming, it should come openly in any stove. So already there is an opening. Of course, this height is very high. It's okay, but still complete combustion will happen. If your stick is touching the ground, smoke will come. For that reason, more. Matchbox we want. I am putting these things so that quickly we can see. Otherwise, if you put sticks, it takes more time. Means we can convert even the paper also. If paper is there, bring some paper, newspaper. If I put newspaper also, sometimes that it will become black and white photograph. Color photo will become black and white photo because that even on charcoal you can see pattern. So I am putting some. Okay. So हमको थोड़ा ये चाहिए, काउडंग या वेट क्लॉथ. ठीक है. इवन इफ यू डोंट हैव वेट क्लॉथ, नो इशू. सम वेट चाहिए इसके ऊपर. वेट
डालेंगे.
वेट इसका ढक्कन लगा के इसके ऊपर वेट. स्टोन विल डू. ఇది స్టోన్ ఉందా లేదా వెట్ చేసి పెట్టాలి, టైం పడుతుంది మొత్తం.